So for our first map, we have clubhouse. We're going to be second floor. We're going to be in bedroom. What you're going to want to do is come in sight. You're going to want to come in a gym. You're going to castle this window right here. You can throw a prox alarm on it. You're going to come in here. You're going to castle this side window. You're going to come in con. You're going to castle this window. So with these two castles on the side windows, it's just perfect. So they're going to have to hard breach them, and then you'll hear them get them. So they can't just jump in and try to make a play early, and they can't get picks off the window unless they blow them up, and you'll know. Same thing for the con window. Nobody can get any picks off this window unless they blow it up, and then you'll hear it. And then you put the last one in cash, so anybody can play in cash. You'll hear them get this if they want to push through here. So they can really only push from single wall and laji. Everything else is pretty much locked off, but that is going to be it for Clubhouse. But that's just 1 out of 10 maps I'll be showing you in today's video, so y'all stay tuned and don't miss any. On to our next map, we have Bank. You're going to want to come in the site. You're going to come right here. You're going to put one right here. So now if they come up spiral, they can't push through this door. They're going to have to push through either double door or jump through one of these windows. You're going to put your other castle right here, so they can't have a long angle right here. So now really if you need to, you could play right here. See off this door. And I put my third one right here for rappel. So now if anybody's on that rappel, you could just play right here and just chill. People like to rappel right here. You can get a pick off this and not have to worry about getting swung off that rappel. And then with my last one, I like to castle off stock. A lot of people like to push through here, so that just slows them down. You'll hear them hard breach it. Put full holes right here. So that's it for Bank. If you like this setup, this next one on Cafe is even better. On to our next map, we have Cafe. We're going to be showing you 2 strats in here. The first one's going to be on 3rd floor. You're going to want to make your way into cigar lounge. You're going to come up by the piano and you're going to castle off both these windows. Now the reason you're going to want to do this is because you're going to have a zombie playing in here, so he doesn't have to worry about getting shot from these windows. If you haven't seen my zombie strat video, you should go watch it. There's a crazy one-way angle that I show in that video on this map, so y'all go check that video out. Then you're going to want to make your way over here, and you're going to castle this right here. So what this does, normally you're going to have a mirror player playing right here. If you haven't seen that video, go check that video out as well for my mirror strats. So now somebody has to blow this up and they don't have to worry about swinging and getting shot in the back. And if they do, they'll hear them hard breach that, so then they can worry about it. And then with your last castle, you're going to make your way over here. You're just going to castle this off. So you got this castle, that castle, and then the 2 in cigar lounge by piano. That is going to be it for the 3rd floor. Now we're going to show you our next site, kitchen. So on to our second site, we have kitchen and cooking. You're going to make your way to the bottom of red stairs. You're going to come castle this double door. And what I like to do, I like to lay down and I throw a prox alarm under this table. Nobody sees this, so when it's going off, even if you crouch, you cannot see it. So it's going to be going off and they're not even going to know where it is. Nobody gets this stuff. You're going to come in here, you're going to shoot this radio, and you're going to castle this. So what these two do, you castle this off, and then if you castle this off, some people like to just literally just come right through here and get through here, which is the same thing. So you want to castle both of these off. So now they either have to break this or this, and then you'll hear it and you'll hear them pushing. I like to put my second props alarm right here on red, so if anybody comes down red, you can hear them. If they get one of these castles and push through this hallway, you can hear them through that prox alarm. Then you want to castle off small bake window. Then you're going to want to castle off this door right here. You're going to reinforce this wall. And you're going to make a rotate right here. So with these two, now you can play in castle without having to worry about getting swung off small bake door. And you can have a peek so they can't see you from in here. You got this castled off. So now they have to swing in this door to be able to see you. You can literally just play right here. And if you want, you can push up, play behind this. And normally you can have a zombie playing back here. or you could just come play behind this, swing, and if you need to, you can come swing in here. If they get this castle, you'll know, and you can play up in here if they get your castles over here. That's going to be it for KAFE. Now let's move into the most popular map in the game, Oregon. On to everybody's favorite map, Oregon. We're going to be on top floor. You're going to make your way into master bedroom, and you're going to put a castle on closet. What this does is it slows anybody going for wall, thermite, or ace. So they're going to have to hard breach this, and then you'll hear it, and you can get a nitro kill from below. And it just makes them waste their utility and slows them down from getting wall less fast. Then you're going to come in here. You're going to put your second castle on game window. This one just stops anybody from getting on game window repel and getting any free picks from people swinging in attic or on trophy doors, so you don't have to worry about anybody doing that. Then you're going to put your third one on big window. Same thing, this just makes them waste utility, and then you'll hear them break it, and then you know they're on big window, so they can't just do a quick push and jump in and go for plant on bunks. And then with my last one, I like to put it on kids window, so if anybody wants to get on repel for this, same thing, you don't have to worry about repel, so you don't have to worry about game repel or kids repel. You don't have to worry about anybody jumping in big window for plant, because you'll hear them break that, and then you'll hear them waste their util to get main wall. Now let's move into our next site, basement. On to our next site on Oregon, we have basement. So with your first one, you're going to castle off double door, so if they push barrels. So this one just makes them waste util, and they can't just hurry up and try to run an elbow or make any plays. They're going to have to break this castle. This hatch will be reinforced, and then I'll take two castles. I'll castle off these stairs, and I'll castle off this door. So now if they don't get hatched, they got to come down the stairs and break both castles and waste all their util. Or if they get hatched, they still got to break this castle, so they can't just drop hatch and try to make a play and push laundry. And then with your last one, you're going to come up in freezer, and you're going to put it on freezer door. This will be reinforced. So you're going to put it on this door. And what I like to do, I'll just sit right here on these stairs, and if anybody swings in these hallway, you can get a free kill, or if they go to hard breach this castle, you can easily just see their feet, and that'll be a free pick. That's it for Oregon. Now let's look at one of Castle's best maps, Coastline. On to our next map, we have Coastline. We're going to be on second floor billiards room. You're going to make your way into hookah. You're going to castle off this window, and you're going to castle off this door. So what this does is it pretty much just secures down hookah. So if they try to push through this door, they have to break this, and then you'll hear it. Same thing with the window. They can't repel and get easy kills. I got a very good Azami strat for hookah if you go watch the video, if you haven't already. But with your third castle, you're going to want to come. You're going to castle off double window. Same thing. This just helps you from anybody trying to get on repel and hold peaks in a site. Or a lot of people like to play Cali, and they'll stay in deep ruins and just hold peaks. An aquarium on this door, and in here, anybody swinging in here. With your last one, you're going to come and castle off this window. Same thing. If you're on the roof, people can hold a peek and see anybody swinging from this door or in this hallway, so this covers up that. Coastline's a very open map, so basically with all these castles, you're just covering off repels and long angles. This is a good coastline setup, but this next one I'm going to show you on theme is even better. On to our next map, we have theme park. We're going to be in armory on the first floor. This castle strat is very OP. You're going to want to come and you're going to castle off this door. You're going to throw a prox alarm. You're going to castle off both of these doors. So what this does, they're going to have to use utility to break this door, and then if they break this door, they're going to have to break either one of these doors just to get in the site. So they're going to have to use double util just to get in and swing. So this slows them down from making any plays in sight, so it makes them have to get these walls or break all these castles. Then you're going to come and put your last one on this door. So now if y'all have a good bandit tricker and a cade, if they don't get these walls, they're going to have to use all their utility to get in sight. They're going to have to break at least 2 castles to get in from either way over here, and they're going to have to break this door. That's pretty much it for first floor armory. Now let's move into our next map, Outback. For our next map, we have Outback. We're going to be in second floor and laundry. You're going to make your way to this window right here. You're going to use your first one, cover up this window. So what this castle does is helps anybody bandit tricking. So if they're trying to bandit trick, they don't have to worry about getting shot from this window behind them. They'll have to break it and use utility. With your second one, you're going to put on top yellow stairs. So this one's good because a lot of people like to go ace, and they'll come and ace this wall, so they're going to have to use utility to break this. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it does slow them down a little bit, and they can't just jump in and make a play. They're going to have to break this, and then you'll hear that they're here, and then you can swing off of it. Another thing, if you have this castle in this window, you don't have to worry about them sitting on a pixel peak outside this window and just holding anybody swinging off this yellow door or swinging into hallway. With your third one, I like to castle off this door. So now nobody can make a play and just swing in sight and plant or get in sight real quick. And then with my last one, I like to come right here and put it on ballroom door. So now if anybody's trying to push in the game room, they're going to have to break that and you can swing off of it. And there's normally head holes right here, so you can swing off this. And you'll have footholds right here for anybody pushing in here. So if they don't get this castle, you can see if they're in that room. That's it for Outback. Now let's move into another one of Castle's best maps, Border. On our next map, we have Border. We're on first floor and bathroom. You're going to make your way into sight, and you're just going to castle both of these windows. The reason I like to do this is so now you can't get swung off bottom square. They're going to have to hard breach these to make a play in a sight. And I promise you, almost 90% of the time I play this strat in ranked, nobody gets these. Nobody goes for these castles. They're normally always still in sight. Then with your last two, you're going to come right here and you're going to castle off this double door. Again, people like to sit up on here on top square and just hold peaks from these windows in the sight, so you don't got to worry about that. Same thing with this. You don't have to worry about them holding the peak into this hallway from up there, so you castle this off. So now you're going to have to waste util to break this to get in here, and I like to castle this off too because a lot of people like to push from these stairs in this hallway, or they'll breach this back wall back there because nobody reinforces it on this site, so you could just castle this off. So now they're going to have to rotate into over here and swing in this door, and you can hold a pixel right here, or they're going to rotate in there, and you have these head holes right here, and you can have somebody holding a pixel into there if they swing into there, and you have the rotate right here. That is going to be it for Border. Now let's move on to our next map, Kanal. So for our next map, we have Kanal. We're going to be on second floor radar room. You're going to make your way into the 90 hall. You're going to castle off both of these windows in the hallway. So what this does, a lot of people will play ace, and they like to come to these windows and they'll ace these walls, so they can still do that, but it makes them bring hard breaches and they have to waste their utility to get these castles, and it slows them down just a little bit, not a lot, but it does make them waste their utility and slow them down. Same thing right here, you're going to castle off this, so nobody can swing off into that door and swing top red. They have to break this, and you got footholds on it, so they really can't push in here because they're going to have to hard breach that. So either you're going to have to Flores it or ash charge it. If they go to hard breach it, you can easily shoot them on these footholds, so that stops them from swinging that. And a lot of people can hold peaks from out here. You can stand right here and hold a peak into that site, and you can stand right here and hold a peak right here, so you don't have to worry about that until they breach these. And then with your last one, you're going to come and you're going to put it on this window right here. A lot of people like to stand right here by this little rack, and they'll hold a pixel on the site, and they can literally see anything swinging top green rotate. They can see anybody swinging right here, and they can see anybody swinging off Skybridge. So I love to castle this off. So now they're either going to have to get on the roof and rappel and hard breach this, or they're going to have to ash charge it or something. But most of the time, 95% of the time, nobody's going to waste an ash charge on this castle. It's just a waste. You're probably going to have a melusi, or if you have my Azami tech that I showed you in my video, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a nasty one way you can make right here with Azami. That's pretty much it for Kanal. Let's jump into our last map, chalet. Before we hop into our last map, I just want to thank y'all for watching the video. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like and comment. Make sure you smack that subscribe button. Turn the post notifications on. Check all the links out in my description. I have my Twitch, my Discord, and all my socials, so check that out. But let's hop into our last map, chalet. We're going to be on second floor and master bedroom. With your first one, you're going to want to put one on K9 door. A lot of people like to play ace and come get this wall, so now they have to use utility and break this, and you'll hear it, so they can't just swing off the door and make a play. A lot of people would just break the barricade and they can hold a peek in the piano, so now they can't. So that's castled off. You're going to want to use your second one. You're going to castle off double window. So now a lot of people like to sit on this rappel and just wait for people to swing out in the hallway or swing over here, or they'll hold a peek in the sight. So now they're either going to have to use utility to break that, or they're just not going to get on the rappel. Same thing for this one. You're going to throw it right here on piano window. So now nobody can sit on the roof right there and hold like a little peek from anybody swinging in this door or swinging right here. And they can't drop on this little thing right here and just be able to hold peaks in the sight. They're either going to have to waste their utility to break it, or they're just going to have to not break it. Then you're going to put your last one right here on this double door. The reason why you're going to put that there is because you're going to have head holes right here. So now nobody can swing in the piano because you got that window, so they can't jump in that window. They can't swing off this double door. So you're going to have these head holes right here. So if anybody tries to hard breach this or swing to get this castle, you can easily just swing off the head holes, get free kills, and that just slows them down. So that you're going to have to get an ash charge or a Flores for that castle. That is going to be it for today's video. I hope y'all liked it. Y'all make sure y'all smack that like and subscribe button. Y'all be safe. God bless. We out.